Mr. Kader, we're very happy to have you here. Welcome to Cluj. Can you tell us the first impressions?
Thank you first for having me here. Cluj, it's always first time in Cluj was this summer for the Winners Open, and I discovered a great city. I meet great people and a great organization. So I'm super glad to come back here.
Did you have any time to visit around?
I did for during the summer. So I just the old city and city around, but not really out of the city. So.
Do you usually have time during the tournaments to actually go around and?
Well, during the tournament, not really. I mean, you can have the morning or one night or one morning, but so you just stay around. You don't go out of the city really. So, but Cluj, you have enough to see in the city, so it's a good place.
Yeah. You have a job that a lot of people, at least from my friends, would like to have. Can you tell us which is the absolute thing that you would not want to miss from your job? Which is
my job. If you need to like to travel to do my job, otherwise, if you leave home every time with a heavy pain or it cannot work. So you need to like traveling. You need to like tennis, and yes, and you need to like the pressure a little bit because we do have some pressure time to time.
And how about the life on tour with everyone else? What's the most enjoyable thing about it?
No, it's it's like it's not like a circus, but we all traveling all together, but we meet the same people, So it's nice to travel and to see the same guys, but you meet a lot of people, so it's nice to have friends all around the world. So that's a good point.
What advice would you give to someone younger who maybe starts now and maybe looks up to you?
Advice? No, just to personally, it was a dream to do that job. So just to believe in your dreams and just to trust life, and if you do everything to reach that level, and I don't see any reasons for not working, So, and you need a little bit of luck also. So.
Tell us about your beginnings.
We'll start. Do we have time? Because it's long. So no, I'm gonna make the short. I'm gonna go the short version. Yeah. No, I start super young. Actually, I did in my club. I was 14 years old. This is when I did my first year for amateurs, tournaments. Then I did the French Open when I was 16 as a land umpire. Okay. And then when I was 20, 21, I started to pass the exam of the white badge. And this is how we started. So when you start the white badge, then you do international events, and yes, and you improve and try to go further. And here I am.
Did you know straight away that this is going to?
No, it depends. Depends your life philosophy. But mine was like, okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see until where we can go, and yes, and every year was different. Every year was a bit improving. So yes, I started to believe, and I tried to reach the top, and which I think I did. So that's cool.
So which are the most important qualities of a general umpire?
A lot of people will say to see the ball well, which is true actually itself. But not only. I think one of the keys is the communication. Communication is very important because you can see super well the ball, but if you cannot sell the call, you're not gonna help you really. So better to a good seller. You need to be a good seller.
Also, would help to be a bit of a diplomat, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. No. You don't have to. As I said, communication, and also to be to quiet and calm, and to not just take things personally. So those quality are necessary.
Is it tough to not take things personally? I mean, when some player is maybe angry or.
But tough. I think we get used to. You just have to be ready, and that we're gonna have tough times and tough calls, and that they won't be happy. I know that even more when we know that we made a mistake. So it's not easy, but we have to deal with it, and you learn that during all your career when you started, even the small matches. I mean, when you were young, and you learn a lot in this kind of matches. So.
Can you tell us about your favorite memories, maybe from your career?
Favorite memories? Oh, I'm so bad with that question because I have so many in defense of a lot of things. No, the memories is always when when you reach, when you do a final, when you discover a new tournament, when you sign up in a team. I signed with Louis for the last 12 years now, so it was a great news to sign with them. Doing a French Open final, of course, it's always great. Doing big matches on the tour, I don't have very memory. Too many.
And about favorite matches, maybe?
No, favorite match, no, it's always, the best thing I think is I'm not saying to forget, but I don't, I enjoy the moments. I might enjoy after, and then if you ask me the question 1 month later or 1 year later, I'm like, I'm not there. He's not there. He might be there after the interview. I will say, I should have said that. But right now, every time, I'm useless. Sorry about that.
So when you're on chair, is it maybe tough to, or maybe do you actually have time to enjoy the show, to enjoy the quality of the match? Do you find yourself looking at, wow, this is a nice shot? No.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think my colleagues too, but personally, I do enjoy. I'm trying to be focused and at the same time to enjoy the great point or a great match. So I do that. I really enjoy in some matches when you have really a good quality match. I can tell you if it was a good quality, and sometimes if not, I can tell you so if it was not. But
do you play tennis?
I do. I used to, not lately. Since we have COVID, no, I don't travel. I used to travel with my racket time to time. Not that many.
Which is your best shot?
My best shot? Wow. When I was young, I had a great backhand.
Oh, yes.
Those days, no. I'm not sure I have a great shot. But I like my forehand.
Are you an aggressive player or maybe?
I have to be aggressive because physically, I'm not, I'm a marathon man, so shorter is the point, but it is for me.
Yeah. So you're obviously one of the most appreciated umpires on the tour. This also means that you have a puppy profile, and was this difficult to adjust to, especially in these times when everything goes online in like 3 seconds or so?
It's no, for sure the job changed a little bit. You have to be more careful. Sometimes if you have an image or video of you and out of the contest, it can be a bit tricky. So far, everything went fine, and people are quite nice usually. So, but I'm not in a social network anyway. So I don't check. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Instagram. So I don't check what's going on.
Yeah, but do you enjoy maybe when you hear that some people are, I don't know?
No, I do. No, it's always, we always say that an umpire should be discreet, and as long as you don't speak about the umpire, it means that you did a good job. And I think sometimes it's nice to if you have other colleagues that people know well, and because they're smiling, and I think it's nice to talk about them in a positive way, without taking the professional job that we do and the way that. So I don't see any issues with that.
Yeah. Do you have any role models?
If I have role models?
Role models, yeah.
My mother, my brother. No, role models. Not really. I'm not that. No, I'm not like that. No.
Yeah. You aren't just umpiring. I know that you do a lot of other stuff during the tournament. Can you explain maybe a little bit?
No, we do also the evaluation. We evaluate young umpire or the ones that have a badge under us, and we do evaluate. So we spend a lot of time watching matches and trying to help them and to give them feedback.
Do you enjoy this part of the job?
It depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes we need a match where things happening. To otherwise nothing happen. If it's a flat match, it's tough to help the umpire to improve himself. So we need some situations. When there's a situation, I like to have them.
In a normal year, in normal times, how does the schedule looks like?
Well, actually, before COVID, we used to have a schedule the year before, in September, October you have the schedule for the year after. Since COVID, we have no, it's not working like that anymore. We maybe a few months before you know where you're going, so it's not easy because I have a family, so it's not to organize stuff is not the best, but that's the way it is. I mean, we're lucky already to be able to work and to still be able to travel, which is not the same thing as well with the COVID and the less flights.
Yeah.
More complicated, more paperwork. So, but yeah, we went through. Hopefully, it's gonna stop soon, and we go back to normal life, normal travel. And
talking about that, how does that affect you? Maybe your job. I mean, how do you feel during the match with no fans like today? Maybe?
No, it was not an easy year, but I think it was for everyone. Yeah, I mean, I think even for players, it was not easy to play without public, and the same for us. You know, the atmosphere. We want to do the best job, but we also want to enjoy the moment. And it's nice to have 1,000 people clapping, and yes, and we miss that. And we did a lot of bubbles as well. So Sam, you know, when you do only tennis hotel, it was not easy. It was not an easy year, but hopefully we reach the end, and we can go back to a normal life.
That was my next question. Can you maybe describe a little bit how it's to be in the chair with, I don't know, 10, 12, 15,000 people?
It's when everything goes well, it's a great feeling. When you travel, a bit less. But no, it's a great energy. I mean, it's, you know, when you start and you do your first matches with big crowd, it's always you know, you have to take the positive things of having 10,000 people around you, and I'm trying to get this energy and in positive way, not be scared or, you know, and to think about the mistake. So no, I usually do enjoy that.
What are your favorite countries, maybe?
Wow, favorite countries. I don't really have a favorite countries. It's nice to be in Australia in January. I like to be in New York. I discovered Cluj this year and had a great time and happy to be back. I don't have really a favorite. It's more like all the cities I've been, either have friends or either, you know, have kind of habits. So it's nice to go back to those places. You know, if I go to Miami, if I go to New York, or if I go to Stuttgart or Paris, it's every time I have my habits, and this is a good feeling.
And my last one, do you read about tennis, maybe?
If I do?
If you read about tennis, I mean content about tennis.
If I read the newspaper, more or less, but yes, I didn't read yet the books of players or stuff, or ex-players or stuff like that. Not yet, but I do read newspaper most of the time.
Okay, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much for this.
No, thank you. Thanks to you
Have a
guys.
lovely week.
Thank you.